Recording the album was actually surprisingly a smooth process for us.
We already knew what to expect because recording Tonight We Watch Children Fucking Burn with this lineup, we kind of got a feel for each other and how we work together, and we also got more familiar with Lunchbox and the way he works.
The first recording experience that I had with these guys was Tonight We Watch the Children Burn. I believe they liked it so much they decided to come back and do their whole record here.
It actually turned out, 110% better than we thought, and the sound is just, so big and so amazing.
Let us commence, as most do the black that makes them not to sing their own intent. We don't say no.
The approach of writing music, pretty much starts with an idea, and whether it be, I want this kind of song, it always evolves into something else, and we throw so many other mixes into it.
We try not to stay consistent with writing the same material.
We kind of treat genres like they're like seasoning. You got a plain soup, and if you want it spicy here, you throw in some pepper. And
writing The Burial Tree became a challenge and a fun learning experience. We've did things that none of us have ever done. Threw us out of our comfort zone for a little bit.
We're just not afraid to push the envelope. Put in circus parts. We'll put in death metal.
What was really cool about making this album was that everybody was very open-minded to any ideas that any of the other members had. So instead of saying, hey, we don't like that idea, we're not going to try it, we always said, well, let's try it, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So when everything was all said and done, we knew that this was something that all five of us collectively said, yes, this is exactly what we want.
We don't play into what people want. We play, what you're supposed to do as artists, and that's, be creative and make what you feel, and that's what music is. Music is just a feeling.
We don't all share exactly the same taste in music. We do have some common tastes, but we are all very different in our background, and we all kind of brought that to the melting pot and the table. When you put it all together, and we created this new sound that we felt was truly unique. Didn't fit into any one category.
It was one of the best experiences I've had making music at all.
The funnest part was being able to get in on the creative process. We kind of put all of our heads together and figured out what we could do to bring the best out of all the musicians and bring the best sound out of this record.
When I hear The Burial Tree, the music's so complex, and the music's really like a soundtrack. And I felt that the lyrics that would be placed to that kind of music needed to reflect that same kind of atmosphere. And so, you know, there are plenty of songs out there that if you want to listen to music that's about, you know, banging bitches and doing blow, you know, there are plenty of other bands that are out there for you. But if you want something that can really, where you walk away and feel like you've really taken something of substance from it, The Burial Tree is a rich album. There's a lot of different cultures and religions and ideas present in it, and it's the kind of album where you can keep coming to it and walking away, and every time you're going to find something new.
Where do you see us going?
Straight to hell.
Losing members, you know, it's always pretty hard. You know, you think like, oh, you know, where can we go? What's going to happen? You know, how long is it going to take to find new members?
When our former members were no longer in the band, there was a kind of a period that was a little scary. Is Ana Kefr going to survive?
Then I came across Ana Kefr's ad in the Craigslist. I checked out the music, and the first song I heard was Giant.
That was the one song Brendan heard, which wanted him to try for the band, and Fonzie said that that was the one song. So it's kind of funny that Giant was the one song that got all of us intrigued in this band. Reese made a comment saying, "Is this the new Ana Kefr lineup?" And Brendan said, "I would really like to get a bass player," and I agreed with him. And then a week later, we tried out Fonzie, and he was perfect for the band. And I guess you could say everything just fell into place.
The new lineup coming together, you know, started with the old members leaving. You know, if it wasn't for them, you know, obviously we wouldn't be here now.
Synergy, the interaction of two or more agents or forces so that their combined effect is greater than the sum of their individual effects. I'd say that Ana Kefr was born out of synergy. I've been living in the Middle East, Kyle had been in a band, I come back from the Middle East, I meet Kyle, and it's like the two right elements come together and bang, everything just happens. And since that moment, it's kind of surreal because things have just been like bam, 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 everything falling into place.
When we were starting off, we used to play at this place called the Jumping Turtle, and we got invited to a show where My Ruin was going to be headlining. And, you know, we were, I think, one of the first bands out, and, you know, we played our set, and they digged it a lot. They really enjoyed it and came up and talked to us afterwards.
And Terry really took me under her wing and kind of acted as a mentor and showed us how to really operate a band like a professional band. And that alone has done wonders for us, and we owe a lot of our progress to that kind of wisdom.
Ana Kefr is a do-it-yourself band. I mean, we do everything ourselves.
People use all sorts of excuses. I'm broke, I don't have the right connections, but if you really want to get something done, you can do it yourself, and we're all about that kind of ethic. If you're really passionate about something, you make it happen. If you don't have the skill, learn it.
Ana Kefr is very independent. We understand that this band is much more than just you know, a group of musicians playing music that we love. You know, we're also, you know, we're like a business.
You don't depend on anyone. If we don't make it, if we don't book shows, if we don't play anywhere, we don't get anything. It's on us because we do everything ourselves. We're not looking for handouts.
I think the best thing for us is actually doing it ourselves.
Well, if the term the cream always rises is a true term in the music industry, these guys should be moving right along to fame and fortune as far as metal bands go. I don't know exactly how far that is, but I don't see what's stopping these guys from taking over the world.
cautious.